Hey, what's going on? Jeremy Montoya here, founder of Get Clients and the new Get More Clients program. In today's training, we're going to be talking about how you grow your online business and the specific 3 things you need to do over the next 12 months in order to grow your monthly recurring revenue and to be signing up clients consistently. So let's take a look at kind of what the model looks like, and then let's drill down into exactly where you're at and show you what to do so that you can add 10, 20, or even $50,000 in monthly recurring revenue as an online coach. So let's go to the drawing board. So this is the model that we're going to be talking about today. Now, there are 9 specific strategies you must be implementing in order to boost your monthly recurring revenue. In today's training, what we're specifically going to talk about is over here in this area with conversations. So to zoom out just a little bit, in order to grow your online business, there are 3 big parts that you got to focus on. Part number 1 is all about how you bring people into your online business, how you attract them. The second thing that you must have dialed in after you have a clean path for your clients to go from cold to warm to hot and signing up and investing in themselves and signing up for your coaching program, the next thing that you have to do is you have to know how to easily convert them. And that's over here in sales world. Now, I'm not a big fan of being pushy, of being salesy, of being anything like that. And what I'm a fan of is helping my coaches and my clients to get their clients to be selling them. That just takes all the pressure out of the sale. And you wind up with people on the phone and in your messages every single day who are ready to go and are kind of pitching you on why you should take them on. If you just get these 2 things right, then it really makes it impossible to scale, which is why you must focus on having the right program. This is all about how you deliver your coaching to your clients. You know, when you think about it, it makes it really hard to scale an online business if you don't have the right offer. So sure, we could get you a whole flood of brand new leads coming in and waking up to conversations, which is, what the goal of today's training is. And sure, we could help you to get your clients to be selling you so that when they get on the phone, they kind of feel a little nervous instead of you as the coach or the salesperson. But if you don't get the program and the delivery right, it makes it really hard to add 3, 5, 10, 20, 30 clients at a time and to be helping them get results. It ends up with you being super overwhelmed, and it ends up with you really kind of being dejected in your online business, not showing up at your full potential. So it's super, super critical that we get all 3 of these pieces here correct. Is that making sense? So what we're going to be talking about, like I said, is this one area right here, which is just one of the 9 strategies, which is how we get conversations to help you start getting more clients. But there's a little bit of a conundrum when it comes to kind of getting consistent lead flow. And there's a little bit of a timeline with it. When you think about it, there are kind of three pieces in the timeline that every single client you have is going to go through when they sign up with you. Most people are going to come in through over here as cold. These are people who don't know you. And what we want to do is we want to warm them up so that they can become hot. Now, it's great when the warm people come your way. And yeah, we love it when the hot people come your way and just want to sign up the second they're feeling your vibe, they see you're the person with the plan, and they're ready for that. We love those people, of course. But when you really think about it and you zoom out, there are only basically 2 kind of places your business in. I want to know first, where are you at in your coaching business? Do you have a lot of cold leads coming through or not that many? Do you have warm leads, which is kind of like a trickle of them, and people who are open to hearing you out and open to engaging with you back and forth? Or do you have a constant steady flow of hot leads coming in? Because yes, there's a timeline to go from cold, warm, and hot, but when you zoom out and you think about it, there are really only 2 kinds or 2 places that your business is going to be in as an online coach. And most coaches are going to fall in this area over here. And where I want for you to be, and the entire goal of this training here today, is to understand what existing coaches are doing, the 20% of coaches are doing in order to be consistently bringing in hot clients, hot leads who are quickly turning into clients and who are selling them on why they should take them on in their online business. So this is the Convo conundrum. Where are you at in your online business? This is super important to determining exactly what to do next. Now let's talk for a second about why it is we want to be focusing in on conversations and kind of take a look at the big picture to zoom in on what you stand to gain and what good looks like, and also what could happen if you don't get this right and kind of what bad looks like. So let's just draw a little graph here together. And this is going to be your online business. This line here is now, and this line here is in space and time. So most coaches, if they don't get this right, they end up pretty frustrated, okay? And this is what that kind of graph looks like, is you start out and you end up down here in this bottom right quadrant. And what kind of the symptoms of that going on is a couple things. And I see this quite often with a lot of online coaches these days. A couple of the symptoms. First is you have low quality leads. People who are coming your way and aren't even in your target market. And so let's say you were to run an ad, which we don't really recommend unless you're about 10 to 15 or 20K in online revenue consistently every single month. Well, you're going to end up wasting a lot of money running ads to the wrong people. And you end up wasting a lot of money and time with people who come your way who aren't sold on themselves with the thing that you're here to kind of take them above and beyond with. That's kind of symptom number one. The second big thing that I see is that you have an offer that doesn't scale. And so if you were to add any people in, it ends up just being a huge headache for you, ends up costing you a lot of time. It's frustrating for you and for the client, and it makes it really hard to get them results. The third big thing that I normally see from coaches who are kind of on this red line trajectory is they don't want to be pushy. And that's understandable, because who wants to be, and who wants to be pushed, right? And so these are the big things that I normally see in an online coach who maybe has gotten their first 5K of revenue in, or even their first 10 or 20K, and they're ready to be helping more people. And that's super frustrating. And when you think about it, it leaves you with some big questions. That leaves you in some kind of places that kind of makes a dilemma for you. And so what ends up happening to most of these folks is they try something at first and it works, and then it doesn't. And it usually doesn't because you've stopped doing what works to go towards a more complex strategy, something that sounds shiny, something you saw another coach doing or an online guru. And the fact of the matter is that most coaches and online gurus who are successful, they're doing things that are right for the stage that they're at. So you might look at them and say, wow, that's working. They have a Facebook group. They're running ads. They have a podcast. And so you go about starting a Facebook group, running some ads, and launching a podcast. And I see this day in and out. That's why I'm able to speak to this and how I've been guilty of this myself. And all of these things stunt your growth and keep you from being on the fast track and from focusing on the three things that are going to grow your online business, which is how you attract, how you convert them in, and how you deliver your online program. The next kind of thing that we see from most of these folks right here, and you might be thinking this already if you've been thinking about doing paid traffic, is that you don't have a big ad budget. And so even if you were to run ads, you're kind of worried about making your money back. You're kind of in that scarcity. And what ends up happening to these folks right here is they're slow to grow. And unfortunately, a lot of these coaches, many of them, don't ever they never make it out of this stage. And so you have to go back to your day job, or you have to ask mom and dad for some money, or move back in with mom and dad. And you're kind of left thinking that coaches and gurus and the industry lied to you, and that it isn't possible. And that's unfortunate, because there are many people who are dying for your help, for your unique personality, to help them get the results that they are wanting. So what happens when you do get this right? Well, when you get this right, you really end up being on the fast track. And this is what that looks like. It's kind of that hockey stick, but in the right direction. And when you're there, what ends up happening is that you get clients consistently. And I don't know about you, but I think that having clients sign up every month, week, or day, and the closer you get to day, the better life is, right? And so when you get this right, what ends up happening is that you have a business that's capable of, and that's on the path to adding 10, 25, or even 50K a month. But when you don't do the right things in the right order and focus on how you attract, how you convert, and how you actually deliver your program, it makes it near impossible. It makes it really near impossible to actually get the results that you're looking for and to help the sort of people. So what line are you on? Are you on the kind of slow track, worried if you're going to make it or not? Or are you over here on the fast track? Either way, this is going to help you to understand exactly how to get more clients in and to help them. In order to do that, it's important that you do a couple things correctly. Number one is that you got to be fast to implement. You see, I'm a believer, and maybe you are too, that universe or God or karma, whatever it is you might believe, maybe it's happenstance. It rewards the people who quickly take action. I don't know about you, but in situations in my life where I didn't sit there and think about every answer and mull it over and come up with a perfect plan, but I took some action with the knowledge that I had, I'm able to find things out faster. Maybe you have too. So number one is you have to be quick to implement. Once you have that plan, once you've found that right support group, once you've found the right people to be around and to grow. So you got to be quick to implement. The second thing you must do in your path to growing your online business, and this is one of the bigger mistakes I constantly see, is you got to sell your program first. This means creating a model or an outline tied to a big result that you're here to help your clients to get, and to go and actually go and get people in first and deliver it live instead of making a course or a beautiful coaching program in a Teachable or Kajabi or something like that. These are just huge reasons to delay. So it brings us back to point number one, be quick to implement. And one of the ways that you can do that with thing number two is to actually go out and sell your program first before you ever build it. It's going to save you a ton of time, get you the feedback that you need. And now you're going to get money in first to pay you to actually create your online program. Once you dial those two things in, it's all about thing number three, which is how you automate the strategy that's worked in these three areas, with how you attract leads in, how you convert them through sales, and how your program is built and how it delivers. Now, when I think about those three things, there's a couple people who super come to mind who've been shining examples of this. The first one is Henry T. Henry joined in, and in his first, I think it was 30 or 35 days in between there, was able to pitch a major client and land an $8,000 deal. He actually went on to launching this a version of this program and also got 30 beta customers in before he ever built it. So Henry was quick to implement once we gave him the plan for actually going out and getting those clients, and was able to land an $8,000 client. Who here would like to be landing an $8,000 client this month, right? It was pretty awesome to see, and I know it's possible because I see this day in and out in my world. So you got to be quick to implement. I also want you to meet Carrie. She has an amazing daughter named Laurel. They're a mom and daughter duo. And when they came to me, they had a couple different offers, but they didn't have one that they were super jazzed on. So we helped them and showed them exactly what to do to create their perfect offer, something they were excited about, that they could wake up in the morning ready to talk to their market. And they knew that there was a dire need for this out there in the world. And so we're about 30 days into working together, as you can see here, and they were able to quickly produce about $2,000 in revenue, and later that day landed a $5,000 coaching client, all before building their offer. So they sold it first and got people in, and then they built it live with their clients while they were watching. So it's important that you sell it first with whatever idea that you have with your online coaching program. Next, I want you to meet Chris. Chris is a super cool dude, and Chris took our program, focused on the three areas. He was quick to implement. He sold his program first, and he was able to go out and land one of his first highest paying clients, which is a $2,000 a month recurring client. And this is for his podcast services. So this works well for if you're a course creator, service provider, or an online coach. All those words are kind of interchangeable here. And just fantastic watching these students to get this plan, to go and implement it without building their programs, without delaying through procrastination of launching ads, of creating a podcast, of launching a Facebook group, and all those things that just distract you from your task at hand, which is getting more clients. Now, I don't know about you, but for me in starting my online coaching business, it wasn't easy. Back in 2013, when I got into this space, I really struggled. It was pretty embarrassing. And so I hired my first business coach, and I still struggled. I was overthinking things. I was trying things that I was, swinging way above my league, and it wasn't going well. I almost had to close up shop. In fact, I sold my house just to be able to afford a business coach to help me. And so what I did is I spent the next couple years inside of existing highly successful coaches and in their programs, helping them to build them while I was growing my skill set. And so I saw under the hood of businesses like Brian Harris over at, it was Video Fruit, now it's called Growth Tools, or Lewis Howes from the School of Greatness, or even people who are kind of the big heads and the big players in paid traffic like Rick Mulready. And so I learned day in and out what it takes to build these online businesses, to launch an offer from scratch, and what it takes to be helping clients at scale so that you're not stuck with 1 to 5 clients and working all day long. Instead, you're able to help 10, 20, even 30 or 100 clients if that's where you're at or that's where you're wanting to head, like my people are. And they're able to do it with elegance and class and to deliver their clients repeatable results day in and day out. And so I don't know about you, but I was ready for more and I just couldn't figure it out. And what I discovered was that there's a far simpler way to attracting the right people into my online business. And so once I discovered this, I did exactly what we talked about a second ago with our 3 students. I was quick to implement, sold my program first, and like Chris did, I automated what worked at the right time before creating systems and make things too complex. So I want to know from you, what would it mean if you woke up every single day to new high quality leads asking about your offer and inquiring about working with you? What would that do for your business? What would that do for your life? And what would that do for the people closest to you, like your friends and family? What sort of opportunities would that open up? This is the exact question that I was asking myself back in 2013. And this is exactly what we help our students to solve over in the Get More Clients program. So what would it mean if you had clients every single day waking up, when you woke up, asking you about your online business and about working with you? Because the way I look at it, when we get back here to the Convo conundrum, is that you're in one of 2 places. You're either here and you don't have enough leads and conversations going on right now to growing your online business, or you're here and you're absolutely thriving. The fact of the matter is the coaches who do the right things in the right order quickly end up over here in this hot scale, waking up every single day with high quality prospects who are ready to hop on the phone or are just ready to join in with no resistance. They're excited about it. They go off to tell their family and friends and end up attracting and doing some marketing for you, which is quite nice. Now, we've talked about the 3 things that you must do to grow your online business and that you must do them in the right order. You must attract the right sort of clients in. You must understand how to easily convert them and to get them kind of converting themselves and to be selling you on why you should take them into your online program. And third is that you got to have the right thing to be delivering to your people. Otherwise, you can end up creating a whole mess for you and a whole mess for your clients. And I know no one wants that. The fact of the matter is that today we've only talked about this one strategy and this one idea to help you kind of turn that key and unlock the business and life that you've been dreaming of. But when you factor the other 8 strategies in and you do the right things in the right order, things start to get a little fun and you start to create a massive impact for the people that you helped and a whole ton of freedom financially and time-wise in your life. And those are exactly the sort of people that I help. Now, I'm starting a new group this month to work on implementing these 9 strategies in the right order into your online coaching business. Rather than share with you all the details of exactly what inquires, what I would ask is just comment the word me or hit the message button below this video wherever you're watching it. And that way we can have a little chat and I can see if or how I can help you and what's possible for you over the next 6 to 12 months by implementing these systems and if this could work for you. So just comment me below and I'll reach out. We'll have a quick conversation. And if you're a fit, I'll share with you the details and we'll see what's possible for you over the next 12 months. That's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. See you around.